Hey, it's Chris at Service Autopilot. I wanted to show you a feature that we've had in Service Autopilot for a while, but I know that a lot of our members are not necessarily aware of it. And so I wanted to show you a little bit about screen sets and saving custom screens in different parts of the system and give you a couple of examples of why that might be useful to you, what you could use it for. So here I am in the dispatch board, and I get this question all of the time from members, from people that are interested in signing up, people that have been with us for a while is, I'm a bigger company, or I'm starting to get bigger, and my dispatch board is looking a little bit crazy. I'm just getting a lot of jobs here, and it's hard for me to sift through everything. And so what I've done here is pulled up a little less than a month of jobs, I guess, and so I've got 75 jobs here on the board. But for you, this example might be 350 jobs or 1,000 jobs or just some huge number that would obviously make looking at a list that big a pretty daunting task. And so what we've given you the ability to do, and we've always had this, is the ability to filter down this list so that you're not looking at all of those jobs at any one given time. Or maybe you have managers in your company that their specific role within the company is to schedule only certain crews or only certain types of work, or maybe they only work in a certain section of your service area, a certain map code or a zip code or something like that. So we've always had the ability to filter this list down to make it a little less intimidating, but it's always been kind of a hassle to get all of your filters set up perfectly and have those stick, because certain people in the company are not going to always be using the same filters. So we have this feature that we call custom screens, and let me just show you a little bit of what you can do with this. So here is my dispatch board, and if I click this down arrow, I get a list of different views of this screen. And so we have a couple here that are pretty normal that we've always had. We have the waiting list, of course, down here, closeout day. For those of you that have been with Service Autopilot for a while, you'll remember that this was actually its own page at one time. And then the dispatch board, which is what we're seeing here. But then I also have these two options here that I've created, and these are custom screen views. So let me just click on this one here, Chris's custom dispatch board, and show you what happens. As soon as I click that, a lot of filters that I had saved immediately came up. So I'm only viewing crew 1 at this point, only viewing general maintenance services, and only viewing those that are in the 75205 zip code. And so now my screen that was 75 jobs is now down to 20, making it a little bit easier for me to manage them, to get them routed correctly, and dispatch to the crew that I'm supposed to work with. And I don't have to mess with any other crews that would just be getting in the way of me doing my job at that point. So you can do any combination of these filters and simply just come to this down arrow and click Create New View and type out the name of your view and save, and then you can always recall that in the future. Let me give you another example from the clients list. So here I have my full clients list. It's a pretty small demo account here, 43 clients. Again, for you, this might be thousands of clients. And so it's, again, hard to sift through all of that when you have no filter set. And so let me give you a quick example of how to use this from the clients page. I'll, again, click this down arrow, and I've created this custom view that I've called Close to Me. So when I click that, immediately a few filters are set. I set one for having a general maintenance service performed within a certain date range. So basically in the 2014 year, have these clients been serviced for general maintenance within the last year, is what that's saying. And then I also have a proximity search here. So it's only showing clients that are less than 5 miles away from this address. And I just use this address as an example. Let's say that this is your shop address and you want to create this filter to always see customers that are closest to you. Maybe you want to send them certain marketing material, in which case you could take this list here and select all, come to actions and click on your marketing button, And now I can send an email blast to these 20 clients based on my custom filters, which again, I can always recall because I saved this as a custom view. So this can be used for quickly accessing customers whose credit cards are about to expire, customers whose service has been terminated for certain reasons. This has become a really, really powerful filter tool here, especially with the ability to save these filters so that you don't have to go through and waste a bunch of time getting them all set again. So again, this is a not 100% new feature, but a less known feature of Service Autopilot that has certainly been improved upon over the last few months. I hope it helps you guys. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.